What is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast coming at you with the Week 7 recap and reaction from the greatest fantasy football league in the world, the Midtown Brigade. Crazy week, man. There was a lot of storylines in the NFL directly, especially my favorite one. One of the two greatest quarterbacks, Tom Brady and my boy Aaron Rodgers, lose to a couple of XFL quarterbacks in PJ Walker and Taylor, kiss my Heineke. I want to start off with that, throw that up there. But now let's get back to business. Let's get back to brass task. Let's get going and hit this recap and break down these fantasy matchups. Your boy's not hurt. Losing streak finally snapped. 133 to 110. The score doesn't bother me. The fact that Matt Ryan went in there and shed the bed doesn't bother me. It's that your boy lost some people, man. Your boy lost Breece Hall for the year after he opens up with a beautiful 69-yard run and a touchdown. And then towards later on in the day, Mike Williams goes out in the fourth quarter with a high ankle sprain. That's two studs, man. One that's gone for the year, and the other one that is probably not coming back until like 5 weeks from now. I'm hoping it's a 2-week one. I hope it's the non-severe ankle sprain because he's on the bye week this week. But it was rough. That's pretty much what I'm going to react on my end. I got my ass kicked, but I lost two big pieces and I got to hit this waiver wire. And I don't know about making deals, but I don't want to get raped because I don't have much left. But I'm still going to get over this pity patty that I've been giving myself and get back to the horse. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, 40 freaking points that day. That's all they needed. And the Cowboys defense for Team Broadway, who's 5-2. Again, he was been hot. And right now, your boy is at a loss. Broadway, Patrick Mahomes, 40 points. He didn't need more than that. Second highest scoring with 27. It went ahead and canceled out James Robinson, who just got traded to the Jets, by the way, this Monday. And I just canceled out the goose egg by James Robinson, so it didn't matter. He won by 23 points well and convincingly, It wasn't, only had the Patriots defense down by 30. It didn't matter. Your boy has been destroyed. But I will be back next week, limping, hurting, crawling. I will be kicking and biting kneecaps, even if I'm down on the ground. South Florida Spanish Ninjas, baby, sneaks one by the undefeated team Brigade, and bam, down goes Frazier in the 9th round. Ninjas with the KO, 116 to 114, close game. The Ninjas even survive with the goose egg by the Jags defense. Shout out to my Giants for slapping that ass, by the way. But honestly, 6-0, I told you last week, at one point somebody's going to lose. Ninja came back strong after, being on a nice slide. I think it was 3-game losing streak or something like that. But it was a well-balanced game. Dak is back and brought him a victory. I know waiver wire studs is hurting that Dak is back and winning games for South Florida Spanish Ninja and not himself. Damian Pierce, solid as always, 92 yards. This guy's the truth. B-Hop, another individual. He had 2 debuts that got him the win. Right here, B-Hop came back, got him 21 points after a 6-game suspension. Dak has been gone since week 1, came back and gave him the win. These are the guys that brought the victory. Finally, Team Brigade has a consistent lower score game because he's been averaging anything between 130 and 140 week after week, which is very consistent. Kyle Pitts, man, I think he needs to throw Kyle Pitts out the window. But again, Ninjas brings the blow and takes down the champ. Well, the regular season champ because I am the defending champ. But finally takes down the last unbeaten team. Here we go. Galamad on Wednesdays is hot, baby. And I knew it was going to happen after I traded him Jamar Chase. Everything's going right for Galamad. 35 points by Jamar Chase. Starts Kenny Pickett, who gives him a Russell Wilson performance. It doesn't matter. 35 points. And Raheem Mostert again with 20. Pulled one out of his ass with Pickens. Beating New Era. The two-team owner, man, they keep struggling. My friend. Daniel Jones had a huge game. Good pickup by him. Saquon, new acquire, hasn't given him that 30-point Saquon game, but still consistently with 18 points. Rashad Bateman came back for injury. Disappointing again, and he might be out again this week because he was chalked off out and questionable after skipping practice. Juju came back with a huge game, 27 points, best game of the year, but it wasn't enough because Bellinger left the game injured. Bateman didn't show up. Nick Folk had a just extra point day. No field goals. Again, Gallimard on Wednesdays is hot. And the reason for that is being led, his resurgence is being led by Jamar Chase. You're welcome on that trailer, buddy. Next, we got Maximus against Vicious. Vicious again on a slide after starting strong in the year. Let's see, Vicious right now is on a 3-game losing streak. Max is on a 2-game winning streak. And Max's assets right now that he gained from his trade are unfortunately St. Brown. He even got the win. And I keep forgetting here, Max had to pretty much have everybody on the bye that he acquired from the trade, like, Josh Allen and company. But look, great job on the bye week waiver wire, man. Jimmy Garoppolo, 24 points. He picked him up. He had him, Travis Etienne, man. They just traded fucking James Robinson. Etienne is going to be the resurgent back. Expect big games from Etienne. Kenneth Walker, pickup of the year. Everybody knew this kid's special. 32 points, 21 by Kittle. See, he's going to have a nasty team, all right, when Allen comes back on the helm. He has a nasty team. He got his boy Young Ho back in the mix, still sucking at a field goal. But Max, it was a convincing win, 129-115. Finally, even with a nice game by Aaron Jones, Kenyon Drake, man. Kenyon Drake, you got one day you got the good Drake, the next day you got the bad Drake. That's what you got pretty much. Michael Gallup, the goose egg. That right there killed him. If he had, between these two players, 0.5 points combined, he just needed an average performance by Gallup and probably Drake, and we would have probably been seeing a little bit of a different story in this matchup. A shout out to Max, who is on fire and is resurging after this trade. And Pit Barrel Game of the Week, bottom of the barrel game of the week goes to Grey Goose and Waiver Wire back to duds because, man, 102-99. I wish I would have played one of these guys this week because I would have beaten both. That's just the bottom line. Wish it coulda, whatever the hell it is, whatever the saying is. But Lamar Jackson is sliding. Lamar Jackson is really sliding lately. Look at this, 11 points. Unlike Lamar Jackson's performance, they did win. They did beat Cleveland. I think they lost to Cleveland, didn't they? Yeah, man, they lost to Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns beat them. So, hey, Lamar Jackson is sliding. Really sliding. Look at the last few games. Since that 50-point game in week 3, 16, 18, 20, and 11, Lamar is definitely sucking a big one and is showing in the win column here for Goose. But he got the dub. He got that dub. Waiver Wire got the snub. There's pretty much not a lot to talk on this game, so I'm moving forward. Highlight of the game was the return of Tua Tagovailoa for Waiver Wire, but there's really much not a lot to talk in this game. Therefore, we're moving on to close this out with Team Cruz against Rico, and Team Cruz bowled out. Gets the highest scoring team of the week, Joey Shiesty. Man, Joey Shiesty is back. I mean, let's take a look at Joey Shiesty, man. He is 45 points 1 week ago, 56 this week. He is just balling out of his mind. Practically if he would have just played Joe Burrows, Jacobs, all right, and just Ramondre Stevenson, he would have just had enough points. With those three players, he would have beaten Team Rico. That's the story of the game. He could have played with 3 players, Burrow, all right, freaking Ramondre Stevenson and Jacobs, wrap. He would have beaten the rest of the team. Romeo Dobbs, 0 point. Drake London, disappointing, 1.9. I have him in another league. Pretty much in the rest was history. Leading the way by Tom Brady, getting his ass spanked by the man, the myth, the legend from the XFL, PJ Walker. But hey, Team Cruz is on fire right now. Team Cruz, had a bad game last week, but comes back by lighting the score up, man, like a freaking Christmas tree. Let's take a look at the standings right now. Team Broadway is 5-2 in the Uptown League. We got 2 players in second place, Maximum South Florida Spanish Ninjas. Back going to the Downtown League. Team Bring It finally gets that L. But Gallimard, Cruz, and Garbage Man are all tied for second at 4-3. Great week, another week. The bye weeks lurked this ugly head, and it doesn't matter. We still perform. So, hey, what's coming up next, baby? Week 8. Those bye weeks and injuries. There's been a lot of injuries piling up. And it's going to be We got to separate the man for the boys and the real managers from the fake managers with these kind of challenges. Your boy's out, was down actually, but not out. He's coming, still defending his fucking championship, regardless of all the injuries, of losing 2 studs. It doesn't matter. Thank you for listening. The Midtown Brigade Fantasy Football Recap, Week 8, man. The league is on fire. Everybody's bringing the heat week after week. Stay tuned for next week. Your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Podcast. Peace.